Hello, and welcome to My Point of View Movie Reviews. Now, today's review is for the movie Glass, one of my most anticipated movies of the year. And I'm going to tell you why. I love Unbreakable. I adore Split. Now, Glass is a culmination of the most anticipated trilogy for me personally, and the movie delivered. The performances out of this world, because the budget is only $20 million. James McAvoy is by far the standout in this movie. What he can do in a matter of minutes on the screen, changing characters, I've never seen done before in my lifetime watching movies. Samuel L. Jackson, this is a man who can act without speaking, just with his eyes and his mannerisms. Samuel L. Jackson is just Samuel L. Jackson. He delivers as Elijah. Bruce Willis is back to form, acting again. We all bust his balls about, mailing it in, sleeping on the set. Look, he came to play. He only acts for certain directors, and M. Night is one of his favorite, and he came to play in this film. This movie is exquisite. It is delicious. It is fan-freaking-tastic. Excuse me, black-tastic. Now, if you're a comic book nerd, you're gonna go one way or the other when it comes to this film. Now, me personally, never read comic books growing up. I'm more of a realist. I like to deal with things in the real world. That's the way I was raised. So I never had any heroes to look up to have this facade of being something greater than I already am. I know who I was since birth because of my parents taught me that way and raised me that way. A lot of kids don't have that privilege, so you get lost in comic books to become something greater. And I get it. This movie touches that because everybody has a different way of getting to where they are in life. Some people are born with a disability, hence Elijah. So his path to greatness is different. People are not always friends with the handicapped kid or the kid that's in a wheelchair. They don't get friends frequently as people who are not disabled. If you are struggling with your sexuality, if you're struggling with your identity, here comes the beast. You're different characters in one body trying to figure it out. You got to be a certain way around this person, or your personality that's the most dominant comes out when you least expect it because you can't control it. Then you have the people who were picked on and want to be the jock, want to be the football player. So they respond to David Dunn's character. They want to be strong and tough and get the girl. That's what this movie touches on. It's nothing like Avengers. It's nothing like those other comic book movies. Now, I will say this. X-Men and this series here come the closest because you're born with your ability. You're not getting bit by a spider. You're not drinking some magic potion or something like that. It's very, very believable. And it deals with superheroes in the real world. Or is it dealing with people who are struggling with their identity in the real world? The end of this movie, you're either going to be on the left side or the right side. Bottom line, either you're going to love it or you're not going to get it. This movie is a thinking person's type of movie. It's deep. It's extremely emotional. It would touch you in places you didn't think this movie was going to do. That's why I love M. Night Shyamalan. That's why I love Jordan Peele and Spike Lee. These guys swing for the fences to get their message across. Sometimes even beat you over the head. But that's what a good director does. Change your way of thinking by using film. And that's not always literal. Sometimes it's the gray areas in between. This movie looks beautiful. The cinematography is amazing. The score is amazing. It's almost a perfect 10. But this is a lot like Star Wars trilogy, the original trilogy. Some people love Return of the Jedi. Some people like Empire Strikes Back better. Some people like the first one, the original, Star Wars. This trilogy would be the same as Star Wars. It's hard to pick your favorite out of the three. They're all equally or as good, but depending who you are as a person and an individual will choose which one of these three movies you like, whether it was Unbreakable, Split, or Glass. They're all excellent movies. They all deliver. They all have a twist at the end. And man, you will not be disappointed. It is that good. With that, I say thank you for listening. Thank you for tuning into my channel. Please like, share, and subscribe. And as always, hey, it's just my point of view. Hello, and welcome to My Point of View movie reviews. Now, today's review is one of the most anticipated movies of the year for me personally. That's M. Shyamalan. Motherfucker. Hello, and welcome to My Point of View movie reviews. Now, man, I just burped. Now, today's review is for one of the most anticipated movies of the year for me personally. That's Glass, directed by M. Night Shyamalan. This movie is the tail end of the trilogy for Unbreakable, Spit.